Philadelphia Eagles select Jihaad Campbell with the 31st overall pick in the first round of the NFL draft. It's a late night episode tonight, 1:12 a.m. I just want to get out and talk about this because I'm really excited. Eagles are coming off a Super Bowl, and I'm just excited for next season to start already. And I like this. I do like this. It was not really what I was expecting, actually. I don't know if I should say that because I don't really know what I expected. Howie does like to take a lot of times the best player available. Um, but I don't know. I didn't think it was going to be Jahad Campbell tonight. And I'm not complaining. It's a good pick. Linebacker Alabama. You can never go wrong by taking guys out of Alabama and Georgia, which we usually do. It's usually a recipe for success with what we've done recently, and I like it. I really like it. I've just spent some time watching some highlights. It's been like around 20 or so minutes, just a little bit. I kind of remember a little bit of him from watching some of Alabama's games, but the best way I could describe it is he kind of reminds me of like a kind of a Zach Bond. He actually really reminds me of Zach Bond. He's got a little range to him. He's quick. He can get to the quarterback, and he bats down passes. He can make those plays. So he's going to be a playmaker. And the big thing that goes with this as well is the Eagles linebacker room. It's very good. Obviously, Zach Bond is great. Nakobe Dean's going to be recovering from his injury. Probably won't be ready by the time the season starts. We did lose Oren Burks, which is something you have to realize. We're kind of thin other than those two, which obviously that's a great two. But you can't go wrong with having another, especially with the caliber of Jihaad Campbell. So some cool stuff there. He actually went to a high school right next to mine. Like we played his high school in everything. So some pretty cool stuff. And the funny thing with that is Donovan Ezaraku, who was also a potential projected first round pick, he actually did go to my high school. That's who I kind of wanted the Eagles to get just because of that. Would have been cool, but he's an edge rusher out of Boston College. It would have been cool, but I think Jihaad Campbell's actually a better fit for the Eagles in this case. So some really cool stuff. I'm very excited about this pick. He is projected as like a top 20 talent. Like Eagles for us, apparently he was a top 10 talent as well. He fell a little bit because of a shoulder injury, which we have these guys that fall because of injuries sometimes, which reasonably so. But it's a short term and a long term thing. Sometimes they're warranted, but I don't know. Like Landon Dickerson, we drafted him. He was coming off an ACL injury or ACL surgery. Everything like I don't know. These guys end up being okay at some point for the most part. Sometimes it can affect them, but Chad Campbell, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. Knock on wood there. So this is a very nice pick. Just another great fit for this defense. Again, you can't go wrong with drafting guys out of Alabama, Georgia, all those places. I don't even want to see if I could screen share with you guys some of his highlights that I was watching. I doubt I'll be able to. But we even traded up to get him. We had the 32nd pick. Obviously, we only traded up to the 31st. Gave up a late pick. Not the end of the world. It's okay. We just didn't want anybody else to take this guy from us. And that's okay because I really like him. He really does remind me of Zach Ball. This is the funny thing. He's athletic, has a lot of range to him. We're getting a guy that's going to be able to make some snazzy, cool plays, and is going to do things at a pretty high level for us. So I really don't think we could go wrong with this pick. Some other guys that are still there, corner Will Johnson still there, kind of surprisingly. Malachi Starks is obviously, he went a couple picks prior to the Ravens. That was an excellent pick. When he was falling, I was kind of hoping maybe we get him. Maybe we get him. Who knows? That obviously did not happen. That's okay, though. Um, Another thing with Jihaad Campbell, the Eagles tried trading up to the 21st or 22nd pick, one of those two, to get him, but the trade fell through and they ended up not needing to because obviously they got him at 31st. So this is an excellent pick by the Eagles. As I was going down the line of things that we need, linemen, we're very good at linemen. We have linemen for days. It never hurts to have more, but I don't, there wasn't much at this pick for us. And by the way, a lot of offensive line. I was referring to offensive linemen. A lot of linemen in general picked in this draft, which is you normally don't see that as much as this much was. So I'm gonna take a look actually as we're going off like offensive and defensive linemen. So that was normally I don't see that much. I feel like, and that's always a good move for teams. I feel like a lot of people, during the season, I actually saw this as an Instagram quote the other day. All these people want to build those trenches, but when it comes time in April, all of a sudden they don't want to anymore. I know it's not the exciting pick, but sometimes it's the right pick, and you got to protect your quarterback. And if you're going defensive line, it's obviously not a bad pick there. So I'm going to count up these linemen. I'm going to go both. I'm just going to say on offense. One, two, three. That's three in the top 10. Um, Four. I wasn't even counting guards. Four, five. Wow, this is a lot. Six, seven, eight offensive linemen, not including defensive linemen there. So maybe that's not as much as maybe that's usual. I don't know. I just don't remember that many linemen. A lot of defensive linemen as well. I just don't remember it being that much. Either way, besides that, we have Jihaad Campbell. We didn't really need a skill position player. Matthew Golden was falling, but we don't really need him. I'm also not insanely high on him. Emeka Egbuka, I am very high on him, though. That's a guy that I think was an excellent pick for the Buccaneers. Maybe could have used some defense there, but it's okay. So, let's see. Do I have any other thoughts on this pick? Eagles still have their late second round pick and third round pick, I believe, going into tomorrow night. Um, you know, we find guys all throughout the draft. We've had a lot of players come in the later rounds of the draft that have just been studs. So I will definitely be tuned in, waiting to see what Howard Roseman does, and I'll get some more podcasts out. But I was very excited about this pick, very excited about the draft in general. Want to get this out there. Actually, maybe I'll just upload this now. Maybe there's some late night Eagles fans that want to listen to some Jihaad Campbell talk. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Everybody, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.